Hi everyone. The next video, 50 video, will discuss about the parallelogram law of vector. Okay, we want to discuss the parallelogram law of vector. Parallelogram law of vector. Okay, parallelogram law of vector. This video that's very important and resultant vector. How can you find it based on the parallelogram law of vector? Okay, from this parallelogram law vector, we want to take the two vectors. That's called as a bar vector, and another one is the b bar vector. It's making an angle theta. Making an angle theta. Again, we can draw the parallelogram. We can draw the parallel lines. Two adjacent components is there, and this one, that's a adjacent component. We can write. Okay, this is the b bar. This is also b bar. Because of those lines are parallel. This is a bar. This is also a bar. What is the resultant vector? We want to draw the in a middle way. That's called as a resultant of the vector. Okay, that's called as a making an angle alpha. Making an angle alpha. That's why head of the first vector is connected to the tail of the second vector. That is the a bar plus b bar. That's called as a resultant vector. Okay, that is called as a resultant vector. This one also b bar plus a bar. We already discussed the commutative law in the laws of vector addition. Commutative law means what? A bar plus b bar is equal to b bar plus a bar. That's why we can take the directly a bar plus b bar. From this, we want to find here. It's not a proper triangle way. That's why we used to use the proper triangle. What need to do? We can extending the a bar vector. Then we can draw the line perpendicularly. That's a perpendicular line. This is look like a triangle shape, right angle triangle shape. This is called as a resultant vector. Yes, here only a bar. A means extending and b bar. Here only a bar and b bar. It's making an angle how much theta? Here only theta. Same side, na? Same component. That will be acts as a bar, b bar. How much angle is there? Theta. Here only a bar, b bar. How much angle is there? Theta. Okay, it's called as a resolution of the vector. Already in this previous video, resultant of the resolution of the two vectors, two dimensions and three dimensions. Already we discussed. Just see the video and later you can understand easy. Okay, this is called a adjacent side is called as a what component will be getting b cos theta. Opposite side component getting the b sin theta. Okay, already we discussed in the previous video. Just look at the video and later you can see this video. Okay, from this, it's look like a right angle triangle. For example, P, Q and R. What is the hypotenuse here? It's look like a right angle triangle. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Okay, according to the Pythagoras theorem. According to the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to, hypotenuse means this is the PQ is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. What is the side square plus side square? QR square. Yes. PQ is square means what? Resultant vector R square. R square is equal to PR square. PR square means A plus B cos theta. A plus B cos theta whole square. Plus QR square means what? B sin theta. QR square B sin theta whole square. Okay. From this equation we can continue here. Okay, what is the value? R square is equal to A plus B whole square. A plus B whole square what? A square plus B square means B cos theta. B square cos square theta plus 2AB. 2AB cos theta 2AB cos theta plus b square sin square theta. b square sin square theta, because of b sin theta whole square. ab whole square means a square into b square. See, here only sin square theta b square common. Here only b square cos square theta common. Just take the common. R square r square is equal to a square plus b square takes the common. Sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta. Plus another one 2ab cos theta. Okay. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Already discussed. R square is equal to a square. This is value is become 1. Yes, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. That is the trigonometric functions. Plus b square into 1 means b square. Plus what is the remaining? 2ab cos theta. 2ab cos theta. From this, r is equal to what need to write? Square become root. A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. These formula are very important. Whatever the topics you want to study, based on the making an angle gives the two sides, we can use the resultant of the vector. R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This is called as a, it indicates the magnitude. But direction, how can you find out? That is called as an alpha. See, we know the opposite side and adjacent side we know. That's the opposite side. Adjacent side means which component we can learn? Tan component. Tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. What is the adjacent side? PR. QR means what? B sin theta by, what is the PR value? A plus B cos theta. A plus B cos theta. That is the tan alpha, means direction also we got. That's a very important, this formula. Okay, you can remember, and this is useful for the all the chapters. We can apply the all the chapters. You can do the sums. For doing the sums, this is with the alpha of this resultant of the vector. This is the parallelogram law of vector. Okay, what are the different cases are there? Okay, if the theta is there, we can change the theta values. Then what happen? Okay, we'll discuss the different cases. See, in a parallelogram law vector, in a different cases, we'll discuss. What is the formula we got? R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. That formula is very important. R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. 2ab cos theta. Okay. From this r is equal to this value we can use. For example, if theta is equal to 0 degrees, see, r is equal to, that is the case 1. Theta is equal to 0. Then what happen? R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 0. 2ab cos 0. What is the cos 0 value? 1. Cos 0 value how much? 1. That's a square plus b square plus 2ab. Yes, that's why we need to write here square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab. That's why we can write the a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. Square root get cancelled. What is the value? R is equal to a plus b. R is equal to a plus b. When the two vectors are parallel with each other. Why we are parallel? Because of theta is equal to 0 degrees. For example, if you want to write the example here, two forces are acting. One force is the 5 newtons. Another force is the 10 newtons. Okay, 10 newtons. Those lines are parallel. Parallel means theta value how much? 0 degrees. If the block will be forces acting on the one side, what happens? The block can be changes. Means adding of these two forces. Means F net force is equal to, how can you write? F1 plus F2. That's how we need to write the 10 plus 5. Means 50 newtons will be acts. For example, if you taken as a block, if you acts as F1 and F2, what happens? Adding these two forces because of same direction. That's why the block will be changes. That's why we can add the two vectors if those lines are parallel. If we adding the two forces. This is the case 1. And next one, case 2. What is the case 2? Theta is equal to 180 degrees. Theta is equal to, okay, 90 degrees we need to take first. What is the theta 90? R is equal to square root of a square plus b square cos 90 value. Cos 90 how much? 0. This term become 0. Then what happens? Square root of a square plus b square. See, if the vector is force F1 but it acts as a F2. Then what happens? Resultant force. This is the resultant force. How can you write resultant force? F is equal to square root of F1 square plus F2 square. Yes or no? Already we discussed in the previous classes. If the perpendicular line, if the body is moving other than x-axis and y-axis, what need to write is magnitude. F is equal to square root of F1 square plus F2 square. Same is getting. Okay. Those are two forces are acting in the block. Next one. Next one, if theta is equal to 180 degrees, that is the case 3. Theta is equal to 180 degrees. Then what happened? 2AB cos 180. 2AB cos 180. What is the cos 180? We know the first of all silver teacups in trigonometric functions. All silver teacups. All silver means all are positive. Here only sine is positive, tan is positive, cos is positive. What is the value? 90 minus theta. Here only 90 plus theta. Here only 180 minus theta. Here only 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta. Okay, here only 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta. Okay, answer what you go. Cos 180. Cos 180 means how can you write 90 plus 90? For example, this is 90 plus theta. So assumption 90 becomes some exact assumption of theta. Cos 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta means which quadrant? Second quadrant. Sine is positive, cos is negative. That's 90 in terms of 90, 270. Sine become cos, cos becomes sine. In terms of 180, 360, sine becomes sine, cos become cos. Cos 90 plus theta minus sine theta. Theta means sine 90. That's a sine 90 value 1. That's a minus 1 will be getting. C plus 2AB cos 180 value how much? Minus 1. That's a square root of a square plus b square minus 2ab. Plus into minus minus. It's a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square. Square root get cancelled. What is the value? A minus b. R is equal to a minus b. Means what happen? For example, if the block is taken, what happen? If the F1 force is acting, the opposite 180 degrees, F2 is also acting. What happen? So subtracted those forces. That's F net is equal to F1 minus F2. F1 minus F2 or F2 minus F1. Which value is more? That's a more value minus lesser value. That's how we got the net force. That's a subtracted by the values. And next one. If the last case we'll discuss. The fourth one is thetas have already completed. For example, if the case 4, if the A is equal to B, if the two vectors are equal, if A is equal to B. See, we can write here A is equal to B means what? R is equal to square root of, for example, in place of B, we can write the A square. In place of B square, what need to write? A square plus 2 into A into cos theta. Yes, is equal to write the A square plus A square, 2A square, A into A, 2A square cos theta. Okay, we can write the square root of 2A square takes the common 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta. We can write here 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 sin theta by, 2 cos theta by 2. 2 cos theta by 2. We can write here. 2a square 2 cos square 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cos square theta by 2. What is the value? 2 into 2? 4 a square cos square theta by 2. 4 square root of 4 2. A square a cos square cos 2a cos theta by 2 will be getting the resultant vector. Getting the resultant vector when a is equal to b. When a is equal to b. 1 plus cos theta. These formulas are very very important. 1 minus cos theta means 2 sin square theta by 2. These two values are very very important. We can use. It's a trigonometric function. So 1 plus cos theta in place of 1 plus cos theta, we can use this one. So when the a is equal to b, we can use this formula directly. Two vectors are equal. What is the resultant vector? R is equal to 2a cos theta by 2. Next one. If you want to find the a bar minus b bar, resultant of the vector r is equal to a, what we got, square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. If you negative side, we need to take, say, a bar vector. Actually, b bar vector will be there. It's this is called as a minus b bar. Are you able to understand? This is a b bar in the first case, parallelogram. Downside acts as a negative vector. We want to find the resultant vector here. Okay, what is the value here? For example, if you want to take the angle between the this one, angle between the this is the theta. Total angle how much? 180 degrees. Yes, total angle how much? 180 degrees. Then based on what happened, if you want to take here a bar minus b bar, a bar minus. In the previous case, we are discussing here r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. But negative sense will be indicating the simple. Already we got the formula r is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. 2ab cos theta. That's based on the cos theta, we want to write r is equal to, in place of theta, what need to place? 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta, yes. Because of 180 minus theta, why? Because of already theta has completed. Total how much? 180. Total component, we can remove this value. That is called as a remaining value, this one. 180 minus theta. That's a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta is the second quadrant. Second quadrant sign positive. Remaining all are negative. Sin cos 180. 180 means cos become cos, sin become sin. A square cos plus 2ab cos minus cos theta. So minus you can indicating r is equal to square root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. When the r is equal to a bar minus b bar. That's a very very important. In place of theta, what need to place? 180 minus theta. Why? Already positive term has completed theta. R is equal, we got the formula, this formula. What is the remaining here? This one remaining. Total how much? 180. 180 subtracted by the theta, that is called as remaining angle between the a bar and minus b bar. That's why we got the a square root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. This is the parallelogram law of vector. These formulas are very very important for doing the sums. Next one, triangle law of vector. Next one, triangle law of vector. Triangle law vector. Okay, triangle law vector means what? If we take it as a three sides, first one a vector, a bar, and second one b bar is there, and third vector is this one. Yes. Actually, if we take it, two cases are there. In that cases, for example, if you want to take like this, what happen? This is the opposite direction of the other two vectors. That is called as a c bar. C bar means it is a resultant vector. C bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. It is similar to the adding of two vectors. Already we discussed in the previous videos. Just look at the videos, you can understand easy. Later you can listen the triangle of vector. That's a c bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. That's the opposite direction. If the same direction, what happen? For example, a bar vector is there and b bar vector along the same c bar vector in the downward direction. What happened? That's a bar plus b bar plus c bar is equal to 0 in a closed path. Okay, that's a same direction. If you are taken as three vectors in the same direction, a bar plus b bar plus c bar is equal to 0. If it is opposite direction of the other two vectors, that is called as the resultant vector. C bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. That is the triangle of vector. Next one, polygon law of vector. It is similar. Polygon law of vector. Polygon means more than 5 sides will be there. That is called as a polygon law of vector. Polygon law of vector. Polygon law of vector. Okay, what is the polygon of more than 5 sides? We need to show this one. This one. For example, all the sides are, for example, a bar, b bar, c bar, d bar, e bar, and f bar. Okay, this is the resultant vector. If you want to take the in opposite direction, all the vectors in the same direction, opposite to the resultant vector, then what need to write? F bar is equal to a bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar plus e bar. That's what we can write. If you know about the in the same direction, what need to write? We can add this one plus f bar is equal to 0. It is similar to the triangle of vector. But one more important conditions are there. What is the important condition? If the resultant is 0, if the resultant is 0, if you got the resultant is 0, then what is the number of forces can be acting? These are forces. For example, number of forces F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. Then we can use the 2 theta by, sorry, 2 pi by theta we can use. If the n number of the resultant force is 0, the resultant force is 0, we can use this formula 2 pi by theta. If your resultant forces are not equal to 0, the resultant force is F are not equal to 0, then we can use the 2 pi by theta minus 1. Are you able to understand? If the all the forces, for example, A is a force, B is a force, C force, D force, E force, F force, all the closed path is placed or oppositely placed is 0, then we can use this formula 360 by theta. 2 pi means 360 by theta. Or otherwise, we can use the not equal to 0, we can use the 2 pi by theta minus 1. Okay, that is a very important formula for the polygon law of vector. In this video, the mainly we discuss the polygon parallelogram law of vector and triangle law of vector and the polygon law of vector. The main topic is parallelogram law of vector. R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. The formula are very important for doing the sums in IIT and NEET level examinations. Okay, if you like the videos, you can subscribe us, subscribe me, and also share it. Thank you.